What is going on, guys? Brad here from Pickdawgz.com, and I got a pick in this Western Kentucky versus Louisiana Tech college football game going down on Tuesday, October 21st, 2025. Before I get into the free pick, if you guys want to take the guesswork out of it, if you want to save your time and are just looking for my best bets, you can always find those over at Pickdawgz Premium, or just click the link in the description in this video. It'll say Brad's best picks, and you can also find all my plays there. That includes my $25 play of the day, which is my best pick every single day. But let's break this thing down, guys. We got some Tuesday night football action. Conference USA, Western Kentucky, and Louisiana Tech going at it. These two teams are both coming off really bad losses. Western Kentucky lost 25-6 against FIU on their home field. They were 10-point favorites in that game. And then Louisiana Tech did lose to Kennesaw State. They were laying 4.5 in that one, but lost that one 35-7. I will give them credit, or I'm not going to give them credit, but what I want to say is I think I think Western Kentucky's loss against FIU is far worse than Louisiana Tech's loss at Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State's actually not a bad team. Believe it or not, they are 4-2. It was also Louisiana Tech's second road game in a row. I believe Louisiana Tech's starting quarterback also went out early in that game. It looks like he is going to play in this one, but a lot of things went wrong for Louisiana Tech, whereas Western Kentucky looked terrible. I mean, how do you only put up 6 points on your home field against FIU? That is terrible. And once you dig deeper into this Western Kentucky resume, it's really not that pretty. It's like, all right, you squeak out a win against Delaware, you squeak out a win against Missouri State, two teams that were playing in the FCS last season. You beat Nevada. We all know Nevada's bad. And then you get smoked by Toledo and you get smoked by FIU. So, this is a Western Kentucky team a lot of people had questions with coming into the season with how many transfers and how many new players they had on this team. And I think a lot of those questions are kind of coming up to the surface. Because before that FIU game, this team was, 5-1? They looked great. I was like, oh, Western Kentucky's good. They're going to be at the top of the Conference USA once again. But I think after that FIU loss, like I said, a lot of the concerns people had about this Western Kentucky team in the beginning of the season are starting to come to the surface. So a Western Kentucky team, this Western Kentucky team, I am a little bit weary about jumping back on. Because, look, I'll be real. I was on them against FIU, and that didn't pan out well for me. Louisiana Tech, like I said, yes, you lose to Kennesaw State. Not a pretty loss there, but they had a lot of things going against their way. Now they get to come back home where they're 3-0 straight up at home this season. And look, when you look at this Louisiana Tech's resume, it's like, all right, you play LSU, you played Southern Miss, which isn't a bad team. You played Kennesaw State, like I said, isn't a bad team. I think this Louisiana Tech, even with the 2 losses they have, I think their resume is much better than Western Kentucky. So, guys, Western Kentucky, we all know what they're going to do. They have no run game. All they do is pass. Maverick McIver's great, but let's be real, guys. He has a problem with being a bit reckless. He throws a lot of balls into danger, and going against a Louisiana Tech team that prides themselves on defense. They're coming back home where they're undefeated. I think it's a Louisiana Tech spot. I'm going to be on Louisiana Tech. I'm going to lay the points. I think this Western Kentucky team's about to be in some trouble. Let's see who do they have on deck. Okay, they got New Mexico State, Middle Tennessee, and then they play LSU, which is interesting. Western Kentucky plays LSU on November 22nd. What a random game. But yeah, I think Western Kentucky's in for some trouble, and I think it started last week, but I think it continues with this game. So give me Louisiana Tech, lay the points. I appreciate you guys watching this, man. Drop a like, drop in the comments you were taking in this game. Check out my $25 play today. Like I said, that is my best pick every single day. Most importantly, subscribe to Pickdawgz on YouTube because we're just trying to help you guys win some money. I'm going to catch you on the next one.